Welcome, everyone. Hope that you have had a good day. We've got one thing on tap tonight, but it's a good one. It is the release of Contenders football, one of everybody's favorite football releases of the year, probably, at least one of mine. And we're going to be breaking a half case of that tonight. We will be going over some information here before we actually get started ripping, just to make sure everyone's on the same page about how things work. And I think we have one team available. I'll check again after we go over our information to see if maybe it gets paid in the interim, but if it hasn't been paid by now, I'd say there's a reasonable chance that we will have a team available. But first things first, let's take a little peek at our info here. So my feedback is automated on eBay. Anytime that you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. And of course, the other thing there is a big thank you. I always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. We're going to take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. It's a little sparse. We don't have any new releases next week except for Friday. There is a new Leaf. I think it is a baseball release that comes out on Friday of next week, but otherwise, nothing else new. So I'll be taking off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Coming back to you on Wednesday, we're going to open a half case of Prism football blasters. So we'll mostly be looking there, of course, for parallels, silver prisms, and things like that. I think it does have a memorabilia card in each box, and I don't know. I don't know if there's a chance at autos. I don't really think if there is, it's very, very hard to hit them. So let's just say we're mostly going to be looking for the prisms and the parallels. As far as shipping of this break goes, I'm anticipating it to get out the door and on the way to you Monday. As always, that is an approximation, so it can be plus or minus a day. In this case, minus a day would be Saturday, which I think is highly unlikely. Monday is the most likely, and if something unexpected were to pop up, it could possibly slide to Tuesday, but I feel like Monday's pretty reasonable. And consolation cards will not come into play in this break. Everybody's going to have cards of some sort because there will be 80 bazillion base cards in here, so every team is going to have something. Now I'm going to let you continue to look at that for a second, and let me see if our wayward team has been paid in the interim here. And it has not. So I have got the Denver Broncos available, and looks like they sold on eBay for $51. So I'm going to be looking for a home for the Denver Broncos. If you are interested in them, please jump into chat and let me know. I'm going to get the spreadsheet updated here to reflect that that is unpaid. And yeah, so that's where we are. T-Man, you want it? You want the Broncos? If you do, just confirm that for me. You do? All right, very good. They are all yours. Let me type in here for you. You probably have this, but just on the off chance, I'm sending you the email address that I use for PayPal. You should see it there in the chat feed. And I have got them as all yours. And yes, 51 is right. You are good to go there, sir. I'm going to get this closed out on eBay and update the spreadsheet. And while you are taking care of PayPal, I'm going to take care of that, and we'll be ready to go here in just a minute. So let's get it closed out here. Guess we're lucky, right? Only one unpaid tonight, so that's somewhat helpful. Sometimes you have nights that are worse than that, don't we? So one is not too bad. All right, so I've got that updated. While I'm thinking about it, we are going to go over a little bit more information, but while we're doing that, if you all want to help me decide which half of the case that we open tonight, here's how we're going to do that. I'm going to take the majority out of the first three responses that I see pop up in chat. So if the majority goes to the left, we'll open the left side. If the majority says right, we'll open the right side. So if you guys just want to jump in there and share your thoughts, again, it'll go to the, we'll take the majority out of the first three people that respond. Meanwhile, of course, I think most of you were tuned in. You already saw this shipping information. If for any reason you did not hear me talking about it a minute ago, please read it there and hit me up with any questions. And this is a 6-box half case break of Contenders football. And it is break number 1, ended today on eBay, same day we are breaking it, which happens to be Friday night, the 22nd of January, release day. And of course, team names there on the left-hand side, winning bidders across from each team on the opposite side. Denver Broncos were sold on eBay but never paid, so they were picked up here in chat by T-Man on a second chance. So that is all we need to know there. And all right, let's get it back over here. One last thing I've got to do here. I'm going to change up your focus. You will notice that your background is going to start getting blurry here in a second. That is quite intentional, so please don't be worried by that. It's actually just going to let us look at our cards up closer without all the zooming in and out, right? Because nobody likes that. Yeah, no, nobody likes that. All right, so what did you all decide on, left or right? T-Man says he's done and done. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. T. Cassidy and T-Man both go right. Looks like Jason jumped in there and went right, so we are headed to the right-hand side. Andrew wants to know when we're going to break the other half of this. I don't know, Andrew. I'm not sure if I will break it, honestly. Not sure if I'm going to break it or if I'm just going to hold on to it for a little while and break it at some future point. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. Let me make sure I got this case facing the right way here. All right. Making sure I was pulling the right side of the case by looking at what was the front of the case versus the back of the case. So there we go. Now, of course, I'm sure pretty much everybody has broken contenders before, I'm going to guess. So you know that there are just massive amounts. Oh, look at that, pieces of the cardboard box. Massive amounts of base cards in here. We are going to spend exactly 0 time on base cards because they're of little to no value due to the fact that there are so many of them every year. So yes, you're going to see base cards go by of all kinds of people, but we're not going to stop and say, oh, there's a base card of Tua. Oh, there's a base card of Herbert. No, we're going to keep right on trucking through base cards. Otherwise, we will be here all night because, again, there are loads of them. I'm sure everybody knows that. All the cards do ship in this, including the base, which I always regret every year sending that base because it is such a chore to sort that, especially when it has such nominal value. But nonetheless, we are doing it. That's how we listed it. That's how we're going to do it. So all the cards are shipping, base included. T-Man saw a 1 of 5 signed John Elway in an earlier break. Very nice. Very, very nice. And Smokey's here too. Hi, Smokey. I don't think our pack got all the way open there, did it? Ay. That pack was seriously not feeling inclined to give up its cards, was it? So yeah, Contenders, always a lot of fun every year, but I always dread the sorting just because there is such a massive amount of the base. But that's all right, it's worth it. So what we're looking for in here, 5 autographs per box on average. One of those is an on-card autograph, generally speaking. And Panini always says on average to, we'll say CYA. So yeah, in case they accidentally leave a hit out, or maybe they don't give us the on card and they give us stickers or something like that, it also works as a CYA for them when they replace a hit with a rewards point card. If that happens to us tonight, we will use the rewards, we'll use random.org at the end of the night to give out any rewards cards that we might find. Does that make sense? Hopefully. All right, so once again, through the base, it's going to be really, really quick. We're not going to be messing around with the base. Now, we'll look at this just for the moment because it says round numbers on it, okay? And it is 2 different players. They are both from the same team, the 49ers. If we see any of those in this, of course, we're going to find loads of those advertising cards. If we find any of those that happen to be for different teams, those round numbers, not the same team on each side, we'll use random to give them out. This is an example of a legendary insert. We're stopping on it right now because it's the first time we've seen it. but going forward, we will not be stopping on any of these inserts unless they are numbered, okay? Because again, all very plentiful in this set. There's an MVP insert, Carson Wentz and the Eagles. This is probably going to be our first hit. Let's get some sleeves out on the table here and flip it over. Since it's facing the opposite way, I bet it's our first hit. And indeed it is. It is Darrell Williams and out for the Kansas City Chiefs. Hit number 1 out of box number 1. So here you go. This is an example of round numbers with 2 different teams. So we'll just set it up there in housekeeping. At the end of the break, we will be using random.org and finding a home for it. This is a Rookie of the Year insert, and I would expect that we will find plenty of those as we go along as well. So again, stopping and looking at it a little bit more right now because it's in the first box. Won't really dwell on them going forward. So T-Man says he'll take that hit out of the first box. He likes being first hit out of the first box, and I don't blame you. It's usually going to be a good sign that it's for a good night. At least we hope anyway, right? Maybe I need to throw those things off to the right. That's awkward, isn't it? Throwing them across the opposite way. And here we go for the Broncos. It is KJ Hamler. And so right away, we get one for the team that was unpaid. And T-Man picked that up. So he's doing all right. Because this one is also a hollow foil. It's numbered to 99 and happens to be our on-card signature for this box. Another legendary insert. And more Rookie of the Year contenders. He says 2 for 2. Keep the heat on. I'll do my best, man. Do my best. Indianapolis Colts are coming in for our third hit, and that is Darius Anderson for hit number 3 from box number 1. More Rookie of the Year stuff. First time we've seen this, it's called Winning Ticket, but it's another one that I anticipate we will see plenty of. So if they are not numbered going forward, we won't really call them out particularly. So in the essence of just kind of keeping things moving. Jason says he's looking for some 49ers. He wants his Niners to heat up a little bit. What do you think your Niners are going to do about your quarterback? You guys, you feeling like you're going to keep Jimmy G, or do you think you're going to kick him to the curb? Jedrick Wills. All right, well, that's not a bad hit for the Cleveland Browns. He, of course, in some of those commercials with Baker Mayfield, pretty funny guy when you see him in those. And apparently that's both Raiders, so we're not going to set it up there because we know it's Raiders. We'll just leave it in the pack as we go. Now this is numbered, and it is numbered to 49, Van Jefferson for the Rams. So yeah, apparently Jedrick Wills is a kind of quiet guy, right? Like kind of shy and whatnot. And he, like the people that know him couldn't believe that he's all of a sudden doing these commercials and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool, you know. And there is a redemption. So redemptions, it is just torture. I know that it is, but here's what happens. They also set up here, well, let's put it where you can see it, in our housekeeping area. Yeah, that's within your line of vision. And it stays there until the end of the break. And then we will flip over any and all redemptions that we have, one right after the other at the end of the night. And then we'll go to the Panini website, find out what, if anything, they are numbered to, and all that fun stuff. So I'll keep you in suspense until the end. So, Jason, you think you're going to keep Jimmy? And you're okay with that as long as he stays healthy? You know, I think he plays well when he's healthy. You're right. It seems like from a lot of course, you never know what those talking heads, they're always floating these unnamed sources and rumors and whatever. But it seems like they've really been kind of not high on Jimmy G staying with the Niners. At least maybe not long term. I was kind of surprised, though, because other than the injury, I think he played well. So who knows? What am I going to say, man? My Steelers just signed flipping, what's his head from the Redskins. Why am I blanking on his name? From Ohio State. Dwayne Haskins. There we go. I know. I'm still bitter about that. And I know. It's low risk, high reward, da 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 da. But I just don't want another project at backup quarterback. I really don't. But it doesn't matter because we got one now, at least for the time being. As long as we didn't pay him much, I guess I'll be all right. Oh, Greg, that is your first Jedrick signature. Well, nice. All right. You said he's going to be your new legacy lineman. I hope that he is. He's actually UK recruited him, University of Kentucky. I think he's from somewhere in the state, I want to say. And of course, obviously, we didn't get him. He went to Alabama, where you might expect he would have gone. But yeah, he looks every bit the real deal. So, like that. Jason's hoping that redemption is a Brandon Ayuk. I have not seen any breaks of this yet today, so this is my first pass at it as well. So I don't know what kind of redemptions have been coming out. Has anybody else got a feel for what the redemptions have been? All right, we've got ourselves a little cracked ice hollow foil here. It is Tyler Lockett for the Seahawks, and it is numbered to 22. It is number 11 of 22, which is a little bit weird because isn't cracked ice usually to 23, I think? But anyway, that was to 22, so there you have it. Now you know the rest of the story. Whatever television show that was from 100 years ago. I don't even remember, maybe 60 Minutes? I don't know. Something my parents used to watch anyway. You said the Patriots are going to take Jimmy G back. Oh, you think so? You think Belichick will go back after Garoppolo? Do you know, though, would Jimmy go back? Because, I mean, I think it's pretty hard. Those are both Raiders, so we don't need to separate that out. I think it's probably pretty hard playing for Belichick. I think he's pretty, well, we know he's pretty militant, right? It's very strict. And he's probably had a lot more freedom. I don't know if he wants to go back there or not. I guess you never know. For the Jets, it is LaMichael Pirine. This is our on-card for box number 2. It's hollow foil and numbered to 99. And I was just checking to make sure we had 5 out of the last. I forgot about that one. That made 5. Isaiah Coulter, Houston Texans are getting involved here, and that is on a championship ticket. And as such, it's a hollow foil and numbered to 49. So Houston Texans coming up with something fairly early. And the Saints have a Tommy Stevens. And it's a playoff ticket to 99, hollow foil as well. This, we've got 2 different teams involved, so you know the deal there. Headed up into little old housekeeping. Yeah, what else have we got? Lots of those advertising cards, which, that's okay. I need some. I use them for things, so my stock gets low sometimes. Oh, Paul Harvey, T-Man said, is the one who did Now You Know the Rest of the Story. So that was 60 Minutes, though, right? Wasn't he on 60 Minutes? Maybe? I don't know. All right, I've got a Desmond Patman out for the Indianapolis Colts. Philip says he thinks the redemption is going to be a McCaffrey short print. Ooh, plot thickens. Maybe, could be. Would be nice, wouldn't it? I hope it's something big. I hope it's a huge, monstrous hit. We'll find out shortly, won't we? As soon as those are both Patriots. As soon as we look through this, I'll get it out in a minute. Multitasking, not my friend right then, was it? Raymond Calais and headed to the Rams. This is a good time to point out that sometimes these players are seen in other uniforms. So obviously you can see there his uniform is still the Buccaneers. However, the team, as was noted on both the front and back of the card, is the current Los Angeles Rams, which is where he is at the moment, I do believe. But at any rate, it's always going to go to the team that is on the card, which does not always match the uniform. A lot of times it does. Most of the time it does, but occasionally it doesn't. So always going to go with the team as printed on the card when we're figuring out how to find homes. So Phillip Rivers finally hung it up. I really kind of thought he might go back to the Colts one more year because he seemed like he was having fun there and they had a pretty good season, but no, he's gone. I believe Drew Brees, of course, is gone, and then at least I think. I don't know. Drew Brees hasn't announced that he's gone, has he? Isn't he still talking about like he's thinking about it? I think everybody kind of assumes he's done for. Maybe, I don't know. But we know Phillip Rivers is. I honestly thought Ben Roethlisberger would probably in the offseason decide to retire. Even though I am a Steelers fan and I love Ben, I kind of think it's time for him to retire. And so I wouldn't be totally unhappy if that happened. But the latest scuttlebutt from the talking heads is that now the indicators look like he's going to come back. So I don't know what that's going to look like. But I do kind of think it's. I mean, they're old. The Steelers are old, man. The rest of the AFC North is getting really young, not just in quarterback, but in all the positions. And most of our key players are 30, 31, or close to, anywhere from, late 20s to mid 30s. And we're just old. We got to get younger. And the people that, we have some, obviously, that are younger, but we need to get a lot younger because we're going to find ourselves in a big rebuild pretty soon. It's going to be ugly. It's going to make me very unhappy. Nobody likes a rebuild now, do they? At least I don't. Unless it's one of those years where, yeah, you're rebuilding and you're so bad that then you end up with a game-changing pick, like, for instance, that, Jacksonville is going to have shortly. So, just saying. Just saying. That is what we're talking about. All right. What do we need to do here? Sorry, I'm trying to multitask and something closed. I closed something by accident on my tablet, like a dummy, and I'm trying to get it back up and running. I do that sometimes. I reach over to try to just move the chat feed up or down or something, and then I hit something, and the whole thing goes nuts on me. So it happens. Let me get back. Where'd I go? Oh no. All right, I gotta reload it again. I'm sorry. Now it's blank. It's just showing me now. Oh, there we go. Now it's back. Whew, okay. I'm telling you. Doesn't always cooperate with me. All right, I have for the Denver Broncos, Tyree Cleveland, and this is a die-cut rookie ticket and numbered 216. So Broncos, not a bad pickup for you, T-Man. Doing all right with them so far. Antoine Winfield Jr., Tampa Bay Buccaneers, autograph number 2. And this, of course, both Seahawks. I keep looking at these thinking it's two different teams because one of the people is in their collegiate uniforms. I'm just glancing at them, but those were, in fact, both Seahawks, so we didn't have to worry about that one. But this one, we do. It has to go up in housekeeping. So, yeah, I don't quite know what we're going to do in Pittsburgh long term. I guess probably not much until we do hit a full rebuild. Because we don't have any cap space to do anything. I mean, we're not even going to be able to keep some of the people that we probably should be keeping, like Bud Dupree and some of those guys. We're not going to be able to afford to keep them either. So I think that rebuild will be coming sooner rather than later. But hopefully it won't take, a decade. One would hope. But I guess a lot of that depends on the draft class, doesn't it? On any given year. Okay. So what's everybody's predictions for the games this weekend? I think the Packers are going to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but not by much, by maybe 2-3 points. And I don't know, Chiefs and Bills, I'm thinking it's a toss-up. I think that could go either way. This is J.K. Dobbins on a rookie ticket for the Ravens, and that is your on-card, hard-signed autograph for this box, which is box number 3, for those of you keeping track. For the Atlanta Falcons, I have an A.J. Terrell. So, yeah, that's kind of what I think. I mean, Brady could still win. I mean, he could. But, man, Green Bay's look so good this year. I got to think Green Bay's gonna win. And they're going to be gunning for revenge after losing the first time around. To 149, that is an Aaron Donald hollow foil MVP insert. I saw where the NFL is inviting a bunch of healthcare workers, several thousand of them, of vaccinated healthcare workers, most of them coming from the Florida market, are being given tickets to the Super Bowl. But from what I read, they're also allowing each team to provide some tickets from some local healthcare providers as well. So I thought that was a nice touch. Second redemption going up there, adding to the pile o' mystery. That's right, I said it. All right, going up there as well because we've got 2 teams on it. And that wraps box number 3. Headed into number 4. Oh, your second team tonight is Tampa Bay. Oh, you are. So you're on a roll this week. You are doing pretty well, T-Man. You've been hitting a lot of stuff lately. He says Bills and Packers are the winners, and T. Cassidy's also going Bills and Packers. So nobody's feeling like there's going to be a repeat in Kansas City. Well, it does look like that Patrick Mahomes is going to be playing. I guess officially he still has to be cleared by medical personnel, but from all appearances, it seems he's going to be playing. And that whole thing was weird. I mean, they first said it was a concussion. It certainly looked like a concussion if you were watching the game, watching him try to get up and fumble, and he was dazed, he was confused. It definitely looked like that. Then they later came back and said that it was a nerve in his neck that had like a stinger on a nerve in his neck, but then he was still in the concussion protocol. So I guess it was probably both. I don't know. But he was already back doing light practice reps on Wednesday, I think. So I guess they'll have to clear him tomorrow if he's going to play, which I think they will. I think they'll clear him and he'll be playing. I hope he will be. Because that should be a highly entertaining game, and you would expect it to be an absolute shootout. Of course, sometimes when we think things are going to be a shootout, it turns out to be the opposite, but let's hope that's not the case this time. Jason, you said you've had terrible luck in your breaks lately. You haven't hit anything in like 10 breaks. Oh, man. Jason, remind me who you have in here again. Let's try to get some mojo going for Jason. We got to break that streak for him. Because listen, we've all had runs like that, and they are terrible. It is not fun at all when that happens. At all, at all, at all. You got the Niners in here. That's right. I knew you told me, and my poor old tired brain had forgotten it, but we'll try to get a little extra mojo going here and see if we can't get your Niners something before we get out of here tonight. Speak of the devil, at least we have a numbered card. We're headed in the right direction. That is Steve Young, hollow foil, legendary, numbered 249. So I know you're looking for autographs. I know, I get that. But hey, Mojo at least kind of nodded its head in your direction, right? It acknowledged, hey, yeah, I know you're still over there, trying to get to work for you. So maybe, Jason, that's going to be the start of a roll for you. We hope so. Start of finding something else. Bryson Hopkins. We've got the LA Rams autograph. And for the Raiders, I see a Henry Ruggs. Nice. Oh, I like that card. Isn't that nice looking? It's numbered to 25. That's your on-card autograph for this box. And that was a rookie roundup card set. And again, going to the Raiders with Henry Ruggs and numbered to 25. So nicely done there on it. Oh, Anthony's happy about that Ruggs. So you got the Raiders. All right. Yeah, that was a nice card and a really nice design too. And it looked particularly good with the Raiders colors. So yeah, I like that. See, I keep looking at that card thing and it's two different teams every time I see it. But it's not. They're both Seahawks. So we just keep right on trucking is what we're doing. And both Patriots there. Next up, I have one for the Giants. Might be the first Giants time, or the first time the Giants have hit tonight. I'll get it out in a minute. And that is Darnay Holmes for the Giants. Some Rams, both Rams, obviously, on that one. We don't have to flip it over. Here comes your first Pittsburgh Steeler of the night, and it is Anthony McFarland Jr. That's hollow foil, numbered to 99, playoff ticket, and our hard-signed autograph for box number 4. Jason says it was a terrible auto. On which one? On for the Giants. Darnay Holmes, right? Just the DH. I know, but you see more and more of that these days. The younger guys just signing one initial. I mean, at least we got 2 out of that guy. A lot of guys really been taking shorthand with their autographs in recent years. Jacksonville has a rookie ticket for Divine Osgbo. I'm sure I butchered that. I 100% know I did, but you know, you know it's going to happen at least once a night, don't you? Of course you do. Of course you know I'm going to butcher that at least once a night. Well, a name. I mean, you know, didn't know it was going to be that name, but I knew I was going to butcher some name at least once. So there we have that. All right, we've got more stuff to get out of more boxes here. Let's see what else we can accomplish. Well, hopefully we're going to find some heat in here. That would be the general idea. Now, wouldn't it? Yes, I did. Okay, good. I was like, oh, did I forget and leave my water in the other room? But I didn't. It's over there. Yeah, JT Movement says he needs a Justin Herbert sighting. I feel your pain on that. You need that. You need some. We need some love for the Bengals and the Dolphins. All 3 pretty expensive teams that haven't seen anything head their way yet. Of course, there's lots of teams that were pricey that maybe haven't seen anything yet, but certainly the Chargers, the Bengals, and the Dolphins led the way in the price department. So we do need to try to find you a little mojo too, don't we? I think really the fact that Burrow got injured partway through the season, wasn't able to finish things up, made his prices kind of stabilize at a certain point, and they maybe dropped a little and then they just became static, which is what you would expect when he has nothing happening on a week-to-week basis to show if he's progressing, regressing, or staying the same. So I do think that a lot of the Joe Burrow stuff from this year may end up being really bargain priced in the grand scheme of things. If he comes back and plays as well next year as we all expect him to, I think those who kind of were out on a limb a little bit this year, just saying, whew, I'm going to invest and hope he comes back, I think he might be pretty well rewarded when he does get back. Of course, you never know, but that's how I think. I think his prices are, because I think they otherwise would have been up close to where the Chargers are. All right, we are Zach Moss. Our on-card autograph for box number 5 came out early, right away, for the Bills with Zach Moss. So saw it pretty quickly. Philip needs a Jeremy Chin. Okay. We'll try and find Jeremy Chin for you. Does anybody know if Herbert is live in here or if he's a redemption? Herbert and Burrow and those guys, does anybody know if they're live or not? Because if not, we always have the chance that one or both could be setting up there in those redemptions that we're waiting to look at. You never know. Stranger things. Xavier McKinney. Here's another one out for the New York Giants, and it is on a base rookie ticket. And there we've got 2 teams involved there, so it's got to go up to housekeeping and a playoff ticket. Hollow foil, numbered to 199. It's Nick Chubb for the Browns. I am still waiting on Panini to send me my TJ Watt Contenders autographs from, 17? Isn't that right? And this is 3rd season? I think it is. Anyway, I've been waiting a long time. I'm beginning to think I'm not going to get it, but you never know, I guess. Now, wait a minute, I'm trying to see something on here. So, okay. I think we're okay, even though this hit face up. I think I got it flipped fast enough, but still what I will do after the break, after we award it and know where it goes, after the break, I will photograph the information on the back of that and I will email it to whomever it belongs to, and I would recommend that you redeem it right away just because it did hit face up. This is an Albert O autograph. You know I'm not tackling his last name. Never have, doubt I ever will. And that is for the Denver Broncos. So yeah, if you end up with that points card, I'll just send you 2 eBay messages. I'll send you a picture of what you need on the back to redeem it. And then if you just redeem it right away by using the picture, then we don't have to worry if at some point somebody decides to, freeze frame the video and try to grab it or whatever, because stuff like that happens. You hate to think it does, but it does. Dalton Keene for the Patriots with a base rookie ticket. And here we are rolling into our last box. So we've got a little last box mojo coming up on us here, and hoping that we find some things that we need for a few of you. So let's keep our fingers crossed and look for some heat. JT Movement and T-Man both said live. So in other words, did you catch the whole thing when it hit? Is that what you are talking about right now? The rewards point? I thought I got it flipped quick enough, but maybe I didn't. Either way, I'm going to send it as soon as the break is over. I don't think it was certainly visible long enough for anybody to catch it right then. But if you were to freeze frame it, I'm still not 100% sure it could be grabbed that way, but it's possible. It's possible. I hate when they put them in there and they hit that way, the code side up. Oh, you guys were talking about who was live in the product. Sorry. See, I told you, my brain goes wandering off in different ways. You meant that Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow are live in the product. Got you. Thank you, JT and T-Man. Jason, you said Brandon Ayuk is a redemption, so you still have a chance up there. Okay, well, good. We've got a pair of redemptions up there, so still some hope then. We like that. Always good to have some hope. All right. Ah, these guys are trying to slide around on me, weren't they? All right, almost. All right, we're going to try. He says, let's go, Herbie. That last box, he's trying to get Justin to show up. Let's do our best for him here. All right, here's the guy whose name I cannot pronounce again. Divine. We'll just go with that for Jacksonville on a base rookie ticket. Got a couple of different teams on the round numbers, so we'll set it up in housekeeping. I guess they have a Panini Kid Reporter this year, don't they? I assume they do. Although Super Bowl is going to be weird this year. But I'm sure they still awarded it to somebody, or I would think they would have. All right, a championship ticket, hollow foil, Carson Wentz, numbered to 99 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Whoops. All right, it was just a regular insert, but still. The Cowboys. Cowboys have been quiet up to now, and now you've got some throwback, baby. Cliff Harris, how about that? On a little throwback, pretty little chrome type card there from Super Bowl VI. Dallas Cowboys. Going back in time with the legendary ink. Well, technically the card set wasn't legendary, but you know what I mean. Oh, this is nice, but also hang on, because I saw something else that was in the stack that it's going to be another points card, and I don't want to run the risk on it, so I'm going to grab it right now, because I happen to see it up there, and we're going to add it to the stack over there, okay? Now, let's find, hang on. This is going to be a nice hit, because it's acetate, which I love in here. And they're always low numbered, is to 10. It's for the Rams with Van Jefferson with the nice acetate look. And that's your on-card auto for this box. Although technically that's the second one because Cliff Harris was also on-card. So technically we have 2 on-card autos in this box. So, all right. So there we go. A couple of nice hits. Last Box Mojo is alive and well, isn't it? And if you have the Browns, hey, this guy's been playing pretty well for you. Donovan Peoples-Jones on a base rookie ticket autograph. It's crazy, though. Last Box Mojo really does work a fair amount of the time in that out of the 6 boxes, the one we end up opening last had arguably a couple of the better hits of the break in it as far as scarcity and that sort of thing. So it's funny that works out that way. Not all the time, but sometimes. Okay, so what we have, a couple of redemptions. We're going to do those first. We will flip them over, check them out on the Panini website, all that fun stuff. Then we're going to do the Panini rewards points. And I'm just going to put a little star on the one that I need to send a picture of to whoever hits that one. And then after that, we'll do all these round numbers, or maybe we'll do round numbers and then do the points. But anyway, we'll do the redemptions first. All right, the first one that I see is Tim Patrick. I don't even remember where that would go, so it's a good thing we're going to the website anyway to find out. And our other one is Kenneth Murray. So that's Chargers. So Chargers are at least not going to go home empty-handed because you got a Kenneth Murray that'll be headed your way. But let's get ourselves over to the Panini website, and we're going to check this out. If I can click the right button, we'll both be in the same spot. Okay, so rookie ticket is the card set on both, so that part's easy. Let's get to base rookie ticket here. Well, what? There we go, way down there. All right. So Kenneth Murray, he is card number 149. Excuse me, 149. Chargers, as we expected to see, and unnumbered, so it is a base rookie ticket auto. And then card number 229, that is our Tim Patrick, that I can't remember where it goes. So we're just going to go down here and find out, aren't we? Because I don't remember. Oh, Broncos again. Okay. Well, you turned out to have quite a few hits off that Broncos pickup. That's not too bad, was it? All right, so that's got that done. Now, let's deal with these. Now, of course, there's a lot of these. We're not going to do each of them individually. Here's what we will do. We're going to go top and bottom. That's literally how I'm going to type it in, top and bottom. And of course, the top corresponds to the team on the left. So if you'd rather do left and right, maybe we'll do that since we'll look from the back. We'll do left and right. So I'm just going to type in left, and I'm going to type in the word right. And I will run random 3 different times. When we have 10 or more items in a list, we only do it once, which is what will happen when we do our points cards. When we have 9 or fewer items in a list, which we will have here, because we're just going to have left and right in the list, we run random 3 different times, only the third random counts. So that's what we'll do. If it ends up on the left, then each of these cards will go to the team seen on the left when we flip them over to the back. Or if it lands on the right-hand side, it'll be, of course, the team that is on the right side of the card. So let's get over here to random and get this squared away. All right, so remember it's the third random. So the first one there, we don't care about. The second one, we don't care about that either. We do care about this one. 3 times date timestamp gives it to the team on the right-hand side of the card. Okay, so these will go in order here. Did I bring you back to me? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Sometimes I forget. I think I've changed the screen and I haven't. So, all right. So Broncos, Lions, Cowboys, Lions, Falcons, Bronco, Raven, Viking, Eagle, Cowboy. That's how those are going to go. Teams on the right-hand side. Now, before we recap, we still have this to deal with, our rewards points. So that's going to be a similar situation, except remember, because we have 10 or more items in the list, instead of running it 3 times, we're going to run it only once. But first things first, we got to copy all these teams so that I can paste them into random.org. So we'll get them copied from there, head back over to random, and dump them in over here. All right, and of course I will scroll through here so that you can make sure that all of the teams were correctly copied and pasted into our list. Good luck, everybody. We've got 2 cards, so the top 2, team number 1 will get 1, team number 2 will get 1 after we randomize. So here we go. The Pittsburgh Steelers get 1, and the Ravens get the other. Huh, how about that? AFC North. Rivals, baby. All right, 1 Steeler, 1 Raven. Got those labeled up. Let's bring you back over here to me, and then we'll recap. So we'll get our recap underway here. And then once again, after we recap, we'll go over anticipated shipping dates and what's coming up in the days ahead and all that stuff after we recap. All right. Jason, I'm sorry. We did not have very good luck with you, did we? I'm sorry, man. Number to 99, that is the Philadelphia Eagles with a hollow foil. Most of these are hollow foil. To 199, the Browns and Nick Chubb. A legendary number to 49 is Steve Young for the Niners. Aaron Donald to 149 for the Rams. Number to 22, got a cracked ice, Tyler Lockett for the Seahawks. And then the Rams to 49 with a Van Jefferson Rookie of the Year. Those are our numbered cards that don't have autographs attached. We had a couple of rewards points. The Steelers. Now, if you have the Steelers, this is the one that I'm going to take a picture of the back of this card and I'm going to send it to your eBay email shortly after this break ends. Please take it from there and redeem it from that message, just on the off chance that someone would be able to see the full code if they later play back and pause the video. The other points card went to the Ravens. Our redemptions, one was Tim Patrick going to the Denver Broncos, and the other one headed to the Chargers with Kenneth Murray. Then it is Donovan Peoples-Jones for the Browns. Let me get my little white block back. Acetate. I love the acetate hits in here. They're so awesome. And low numbered 2 to 10 with Van Jefferson. And to make it better, you got a guy with a good signature. That just kicks the whole thing off, doesn't it? So Rams, nice hit for you. This is very nice for the Cowboys. It's also an on-card autograph, and that is Cliff Harris all the way back from Super Bowl VI. Jacksonville and Divine, I can't say his last name. For the Patriots, it's Dalton Keene. Then you've got another Denver Bronco with Albert O. The Giants with Xavier McKinney. An on-card Zach Moss, the Buffalo Bills. And there's Divine again for Jacksonville. This is on card numbered to 99 for the Steelers, Anthony McFarland Jr. There's Darnay Holmes, New York Giants. This was a great hit for the Raiders. Numbered to 25, it's Henry Ruggs on a rookie roundup insert, and that is a hard signed autograph. The Rams hit again, Bryson Hopkins. Falcons got involved with A.J. Terrell. The Ravens have an on-card J.K. Dobbins. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Antoine Winfield Jr. This is die cut and numbered to 16. It goes to the Broncos, Tyree Cleveland. And this again, let's just to point out, he's in a Buccaneers uniform, but the team is the Rams, as we see on both the front and the back. Sometimes these guys get traded. They only have the old images, but they put the current correct team on the front of the card. So it's always going to go to the team on the card, not the uniform, if they don't match. So in that case, that one went to the Rams. The Colts with Desmond Patton. And then Tommy Stevens, I forgot we hit that actually, for the Saints, numbered to 99. And numbered to 49, you've got Isaiah Coulter for the Houston Texans. The Jets have an on-card numbered to 99 with Pirine. And this is nice for the Browns as well. Jedrick Wills. Browns had a couple of good hits in here. The Colts, Darius Anderson. This is on-card numbered to 99, KJ Hamler for the Broncos, who had a lot of nice hits as well tonight. And then Darrell Williams for the Kansas City Chiefs wraps that up. Okay, so that is our break and our recap, but as promised, I will once again put up your shipping information, and we will take one more little peek at what is coming up in the days ahead, which isn't much because there's no new releases next week, so I'm going to use the opportunity to work on taxes, get some stuff done around here. You know the drill. So Monday is my expectation for having this out the door, shipped out and on the way to you. As always, that is plus or minus a day. Of course, in this case, minus a day would be Saturday. I think it's not at all likely that it would go out tomorrow. It is always possible that something comes up that I'm not expecting and it rolls into Tuesday. But as it stands right now, I am projecting this as a Monday shipping date. And of course, everybody pulled cards of some sort in here because there's 80 bazillion base cards over there, and quite sure every team will have some. All the cards do ship, so everybody's going to have a package. The days ahead, as I said, well, they look a little blank, don't they? Except for Wednesday. We'll get back to business on Wednesday night. We're going to open some Prism Football blasters, okay? So they have a memorabilia card per box, and then we're mostly going to be looking for Prism and parallels. And there are blaster exclusive parallels and things like that as well, and of course our silver prisms, etc. So there are things to be looking for in there, but I don't really think autographs, if they are in there, they're super, super rare. So I wouldn't plan on autographs being in there, just, telling you. All right, so I guess that is it for me until Wednesday night. So going to be another long weekend for me, but we will see you again on Wednesday, hopefully. But if I don't see you then, come back and see me sometime soon. We may break the back half of this case next week, Thursday or Friday, or I may just hang on to it and wait and break it later down the road or something. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but we'll try to figure out something we can break on Thursday. And Friday, I'm anticipating that there will be a new Leaf product. I think it is a baseball product due to arrive Friday of next week. So that'll be the only new thing coming out for the entire week. All right, that's it for me. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and happy and healthy. I will be back on Wednesday. Bye now.